Yo, 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 welcome back to Beaumont Weekly. Sorry we've been absent for a couple weeks, but we've been making some major changes here. I'm going to explain what's going on before we crack into the video. This is our beautiful little cottage down here near Beaconsfield, London. It's Butterfly Cottage as well. You can see Butterfly Cottage over there. That's the inspiration for the tattoo, which was the inspiration for the logo, hence butterflies, Beaumont Partners, sort of works out. This cottage means quite a lot to us. It's my favourite house I've ever lived in. I've lived in like 20 different houses, so that's saying something. The ferns have grown out recently, so we're in this beautiful woodland setting. I love it, in my element, but we're moving house. We're going to Darlington, stark contrast. But yeah, we are just getting so busy up there now. We're getting on so much work that we're just like, do you know what? We can't keep doing the commute every week, losing a day to the car. So as we've mentioned and teed up in previous vlogs, we've made the decision. It took us about 20 minutes and we went, let's just do it. So we're moving in about 2 weeks and we're taking some stuff up now to go and open up the new house. See what you think. Let's go. Right, and we are here up in Darlington. We're going to be officially local darlings. We're moving up here for 12 months. This is our rented house, it's rented, because we want to see exactly where we'd like to live up here in the north, and we love Darlington. We'll save about £2.5 to £3 grand a month making this move and be in the business, scaling it from the inside, on site all the time. I'm very excited for the move, but it's going to be a shock to the system from London. However, the train line's really good. It's about 2 hours, 2.5 hours down to King's Cross, so I'll still be up and down quite a lot. As you can see, we've got some greenery for the cats. That was important for us to make sure we had some garden space. It's really nice around there. We're going to do a load of clean up here. So we'll make it homely, minimal cost. And then inside, it's quite nice. Got this sort of double height foyer, weird octagonal turrets on this property. Not sure why, but it's a pretty cool feature. World Cup's going to be on that wall. Major stuff happening this year, guys, major stuff. Downstairs bathroom. This would be like a office stroke spare bedroom when the fam come up to stay. And then relatively modest kitchen. We're going to do a bit of a fit out in here. Nothing major though, might need another fridge. And then thinking of building a little veranda out here, so there's a bit of an undercover space outside. It's nice. I'll quickly whiz you upstairs, but the reason we've done this move is we've managed to scale up this business like motherfucker from a laptop and regular site visits up to the north. And we've got over 150 units under development, and there's only so much you can do remotely. We just have to be here now. We have to be here on site, building out that core team from the inside out. Here's master bedroom with the ensuite. Our family's kind of nomadic and we've moved around a lot as we've been growing up. 2 more bedrooms. Here's one of the examples for light deco. Get rid of that wallpaper. We might be here a couple of years, you never know, because the family we plan on bringing up here at some point. Mum doesn't know yet, don't tell her. But the twins love it. We've got twin little brothers for anyone that didn't know. This move is major for the business, and as it's taken up, you know, it's now off. Shit, you right there, mate? As this business is now a full-time occupation for all of us, we need to be here to look after it and to keep building it. And here's the garden area. We're going to rip out a load of this stuff, make it really nice. So we've got a bit more of an outdoor sort of garden area. That tree's going to go. Minor changes. Double garage should be nice. There's enough here for a few cars, which is good. And this is a really nice, quiet residential area on the west end of Darlington, but we're not far from the town centre. Walking distance to some of our projects at the moment as well. Love it. This is the move. This is what's happening. And it's all about us spending the next year just on the ground, on site. I'm going to be building a lot of stuff myself as well and learning some more practical skills from the building side, as well as just scouting a team and building one over the next year so that we start to have full-time employees who are looking after our stock and allowing us to bring in more investment, scale up even more, and eventually bring the operation further south, because I do want to end up back in London. But for now, this is just what you need to do, you know? The nomad life. No mates either, got to make some new mates up here. Out we go, jury's in. For the last time, we won't be staying there again because now we basically live up here. We're locals. We don't need hotels anymore. But we've lived at this place every week for nearly the last 9 months. Definitely not going to miss it. For now, we're going to go Baring Street, have a look at the progress. That's our 10-bed HMO. And then we're going to head down to Darlington and check on our big apartment block schemes. Then down to Wakefield tonight for one more viewing and off home. So another day of commuting. And I'm not going to miss this, you know, too much commuting. Right, Baring Street, let's go. I should have brought a jumper. Pretty nipples. I want to stay high all the time. Hey, oh, is that your bike? Is it? Oh, let's have a look. Here it is, look at that. It's a Beamer. Nice, mate. That's cool, that.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this outside.
It's the same as that one as well, isn't it? What do you think's better? Just render it. Do you have a closer look at it?
We're going to break the render into sections. See, there's a divide there, so then there's a short section you can render. We need to go up and form another divide at the window head. Make it black like that, you know what I'm saying? So you've got your divides in, so you take the stress out of it, there's less chance of it cracking, you know?
Yeah, that's cool, yeah. Here we are. Oh, you ripped this out?
Yes. It's fucking ugly.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Nice. It's looking pretty white in here.
Well, it would start from the top.
Yeah, that's alright as well.
Yeah,
oh, I like it. It's smart. Oh yeah, that's nice, man. Yeah, indigo shade.
Yeah.
Love it. And this is that same cannonball grey, is it?
Cannonball grey.
Well, it looks nice though.
I think it looks nice against the white.
Yeah, it looks smart, you know.
You need to make a decision on that front passageway if it's going to be vinyl or if it's going to be carpet.
Vinyl, yeah.
Definitely put vinyl there.
I think so, yeah. I think you just break it up nicely, you know.
So the new works is in.
Oh, decent.
Showers, Ryan. I'm after putting some nice cladding in.
Nice cladding.
I know you want tiles in it.
Why can't we do the tiles? Oh, this is good.
With a tile, you're on a man a day, plus the tiles and everything else. With a cladding, it's an hour and a half's work. So obviously the price goes up. Trying to keep costs under control because everything's rocketing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if you've got good references, because I find that when you're in the shower, it just feels cheap. The structural works, the drainage, how good it. The only thing they give a shit about is what colour is it? What does the shower look like? That's why I care about it so much.
Yeah,
because that's what they care about.
I understand.
If you feel that way about the cost, then let's be clever on it and do the cladding.
I mean, if a room here is going to cost the time and the cladding is about 140 quid. To tile it, it's more than double that. Because it's a full day's work for a man. He's got to tile it, he's got to grout, he's got to come back, and he's got to
cut them up. Yeah.
So you can say through the building, like it's an extra £2,000 to tile it.
Yeah. If there's a good reference, then let's do the cladding. By the way.
What about these ones?
Yeah, they're decent. Some ones that you can't cut, you know, they're nice because I hate the ones where you can cut your hand on them. And they're just. I completely forgot there's a lower ground.
So yeah, that's where we're going now.
Decent. Yes, nice.
Yeah, right up there. We're going to have problems in here, not problems, but we're going to do something about it because it's always going to be wet in here. So we're going to tank this wall.
Yeah.
The tanking should really come to about dado height, so we'll put like a dado effect in it.
Yeah, just have the little ledge on it,
Have the little ledge on the top.
If you can make it like meet the sill as well.
So that's the idea, running through the sill like.
Yeah.
That's it then?
That's it, mate, yeah.
That's it.
That's cool. We'll just go straight to Darlow, I think. Yeah. Are you digging the pits this week for buzzers? But cool, man. Sweet.
Okay, doke. See you later.
See you Monday. Nice one, mate. That is done at Baring Street. We found out as well the next door neighbours have started to warm to the idea of potentially selling to us. Yeah, we put the letters through the door initially. They kind of saw it and were like, maybe, and then it sort of went quiet. But now that they've seen and met the contractors and the guys, they've been speaking to them more, they have come to us potentially with a proposition. But the problem is, he might not be the freeholder. But yeah, that's Baring Street, and now we're going to head down to Darlington. Lots of work to be done. And here we are, Darlington, Northgate building. Major updates today. We've got scaffolding going up, externals starting to be done, but we're going to talk you through a slight change of plan with this scheme. But first, let's go meet Bob. I've got 2 desks now. Right, so what you guys wouldn't have seen before, so on the floor there, you can see that's been filled in, and then through here, there's a hole here that's been filled in, a hole there that's been filled in, a hole there that's been filled in. So the reason for that is because we had to dig trial pits for these foundations. I don't think we ever filmed it, but there's trial pits dug to assess the foundations, and I'll speak more about that in a minute. We'll look upstairs. So this is where they're gonna rectify the floor level. Get our tracks in, soon we can start forming all of the stud layouts for the rooms. So we'll go upstairs. There's another hole filled in here. We have to dig another trial pit here. These stairs are coming out. We get 2 extra rooms for it. Here we are, the first floor. Okay, look, we've banged through one of these turrets here because this will be a studio unit. So we've knocked a hole through the turret, stuck in a big piece of steel, and that'll give us a nice big open plan kitchen diner. So, update for this building. We're no longer doing the loft, it's confirmed. Reason being is we've had to wait to strip out all this property to answer all the next questions and all these other things because the survey just couldn't have been done beforehand with all the studs and all the walls that are in here. So we knocked everything out, as you can see, went back and forth with loads of ideas with the structural engineer, with the architect. It came down to loads of factors, loads of different things. We had to underpin the foundations no matter what on the sides. We managed to get rid of having to do it internally, and we could load everything into the side walls. Initially, we wanted to be able to retain these beams that are all here as existing. They're held up by the queen trusses above that holds the roof up. But we wanted to stick in a load of steel underneath these beams to not have to remove and come up with a temporary support system for the roof, which would have just cost a lot of money, cost a lot of delays. We wanted to just stick in the steel underneath and rest it all on the exterior walls. And the problem with doing that, they'd have to span such a long distance, and then even after that, to take out the trusses above and reload the weight onto that steel would have just been a huge task, and the steel would have had to be so thick, it would have been about 30 tons of steel to go into here. Either way, we had to underpin the side foundations, which we could have stomached and accepted, but the structural engineer just couldn't see another way of doing it other than just taking the whole roof off. Would make a lot of sense, and cost-wise was fine. The cost wasn't the problem was the time, because we then needed to come up with a whole new design for a new roof system. The delays on that alone, as well as the delays on just doing the foundations, because we couldn't have done any external works, we just thought that will overrun this project by about 3 months. We could run things in tandem, but too many question marks started popping up. We'd already answered loads of question marks. And then once we got to the final conclusion of what we needed to do, we'd already lost a bit of time, lost about a month. So then we didn't want to lose another 3. So we're going to scrap the loft for now. And that's the big thing here, is for now, because we're actually designing this place in a way where we retain the space for the stairs that will go up into the loft. We're going to have a big enough bin and service store for the addition of the loft. The services we bring into the building, we're going to make sure that we get a cable thick enough for the mains to the building to add the loft as well. The drainage that we're going to build, because we have to widen some of the drainage after we've got the CCTV surveys done, we need to widen the drainage, and we're going to make sure that's wide enough to accommodate for the loft as well. Either a 10-bed HMO that's going to go up there one day, or some apartments or some studios. We've left space for a smoke vent shaft, which we need if we do the loft. Loads of other bits that we're going to leave in situ and sort of hide them in the walls and in the communal spaces, so that one day when we add the loft, it's very uninvasive. The only thing we'd need to do, because we will need to still take the roof off, we've got all the plans for it now, we've paid all the money to get all the jobs done. It's about 15 grand spent that we wouldn't have needed to if we'd have just not done the loft. But without finding those answers, how would we have known that the loft wasn't viable? So it's money well spent in the grand scheme of things, because in 5 years, maybe even 2 years, we could come back, revisit the loft and do the loft anyway. And it would just mean underpinning the foundations from the outside. We would need to close some of the units and with no tenants in them temporarily as we do the works to the roof. But we can come up with a big temporary structure with some scaffolding over the top to make sure the place is watertight. It can be done, but we'll do it down the road rather than now. For now, just crack on, get this place built, get it let by... We want it let by March of next year, works complete by January, and that's perfectly feasible now. It's a far simpler job, still get 14 very good units out of it, half and half SA and AST contracts. It's going to be good. It's a very exciting project still. I'm still gassed we're doing it. It's just sad to put so much time and energy into getting that loft, and there's just a lot of things working against us. We've done as much as we could, but time is very important on these things, especially when you start to accumulate interest. So we just didn't want to take on the risk. So we won't do the loft for now, but that's the update. We'll walk around the rest of the building, see what we're working with.
Right, you realise your helmet only works when you put it on your head?
Oh yeah. Check. So another thing we're going to be doing, this is a new addition, is we're going to switch the stairs over. So the stairs currently lead down to the lower ground floor from there. These stairs sit on their own, isolated, coming down here. And this is at the corner of the building, right where we want the bin store. So we're going to knock out all these stairs, add in a new floor here, and then we'll get a bedroom in here for this apartment, claw back this communal space so that this apartment gets a bit bigger. And this here, there's a big void space underneath here, and the elevator shaft, which is not going to be in use. So we're going to pull all this out, and the stairs are going to wind down to the lower ground so that the stair core stays in the same place, which helps alleviate a lot of space for mains and storage towards that back corner. So it is added cost, but it's a massive benefit to do it. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, no. Fucking hell. Where's your helmet?
What's your fucking problem?
Nice to see you, mate.
To see you, nice. What's happening?
Cup of tea's happening, mate. We're not doing the loft anymore.
Oh, which is bad news.
Sad, isn't it?
Well, yeah. How much steel was going up there? About 34 tonne or something?
Something mental like that, mate, yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, too much
So what
effort.
are you doing with this? 16 apartments or just bed sits now?
14 apartments, yeah. So we had Northern Power here, and they said we need the mains to come in within 3 to 5 metres of the boundary. We had it planned there, but that's over 5 metres, so it has to be somewhere here. And there's just no way of doing that by keeping those stairs there and to have the bin store. It's just too tight. So we just knock out those stairs and we can bring all of that back so that we've got this entire space will be for bin stores and mains cupboard, and it'll be ample. We'll get 22 bins in
It was
there.
actually one of our builders who had the idea to move the stairs.
It was, yeah, it was Milky. Good idea, Milky. But yeah, so now we're going to run through the new plan issue. So obviously we've had the plans redone, got the architect on it within like 2 days. Are you good? Yeah, if you could, mate, yeah, just so that you're not seen, yeah, nice one. Bobby! Oh, you got me a Subway?
I said you want one.
You're such a nice guy. Oh, the joys. Mate, you've got a second desk going.
That's kind, mate.
But he's skiving at the moment, he's in Paris. Bunting a little holiday, is he?
Romantic soul.
Mate, when we move up here, we'll straighten them up. No holidays, no time off. What are you saying anyway? Is it everything going to plan? I've seen all your correspondence with Omar.
Right, do that. Come on,
How many builders does it take to open the lift?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hello?
Is that including the space of the wall as well?
Yeah, I've measured to that frame. We could actually just put a trampoline in there.
Yeah, innit? Then you've got the landing. Then they'll go down again before they hit the head height here, which is probably what, like 200-300 mil below this. It might work, you know. So now we've had the architects issue new plans within like 2 days, all the regs plans for this, and this was always our fallback contingency that we couldn't do the loft. So we are just going to crack on ahead. We've got those plans. There's a few discrepancies in some of the floor levels still. We'll sort that out, and then the boys can literally just plug and play, plough through, get the M&E signed off, get the electrical plan signed off, and then we're good. So we've just got a few designs to go, a few designs and schematic drawings, and then we are ready to hit the ground running. So the tracks start going in this week to start formulating the layouts of the units. And then that's when it's fun, that's when it starts to come together and feel like apartments. Yeah, we're gonna go see our agents quick actually. So we'll finish up here, go see our agents quick who are just down the road. So we're here at our letting agent's office, who manage our stock as well as renting us this new property. We just wanna see if we can get into the garage of the new property and then talk to them about rental statements and some other bits as well.
We've got a lot of renewals coming up in our properties.
Yeah, we've got like 15 renewals coming up, so we just wanna discuss those and discuss about 2 new clauses we want into all of our contracts. Utility bills and council tax bans. We'll run through that here and then wrap up and go down to Wakefield.
Oh, lovely surprise.
Hello, mate.
I took you out the back.
Did
You
you?
didn't wave back.
Oh, sorry. It's like a maze, this place, isn't it?
Oh.
Got it all. Hello, you alright, guys? Nice to meet you, yeah. We met before?
Yeah, I've seen you at Salvation.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I've recognised your face. Right, so that's us done here at my property box. We've been here for about an hour, to be fair, chatting through with accounts, chatting through with the tenancy managers, chatting through with marketing, because we've got a load of different bits moving in and out of vacant properties, new properties coming to the market, dealing with statements, had a few issues with the last agents who never even did proper inventory checks. So we've got renewals to take care of. Good to chat with them and good to keep building those relationships. My property box are very, very good at what they do and very considerate with their time and wanting to make sure it's bespoke for us and it's to our requirements rather than a lot of agents who want you to fit their requirements, and sometimes it just isn't the way you want it done. So it's a personable business. So it's good to have that relationship with them. Right, that's us back here, Butterfly Cottage. In the pretty woodlands.
Oh, I'm gonna miss this place.
Gonna miss this place, definitely. But it's all for the greater good, you know. Sometimes you've got to make these sort of sacrifices, and we'll save about £2,500–3,000 a month, as well as the commuting, the hours in the day, the stress, the risk of doing it all so remote.
Oh, tell them about the cars that nearly killed us today.
Oh yeah, just like the mileage we're doing is mental. And today, we always see stupid shit going on the roads, on the motorways, and there was 2 vans trying to like ram each other off, literally, no joke, trying to ram each other off the road, and they both came to a standstill on the motorway. It was mental. And we're just like, fucking hell. I'd much rather not do the commute and get a train down to London when I want to come see London and stuff. So there's a whole new lifestyle we're about to endure for the next year, just until things settle down and until we like sort of get a firm footing up there, start to build out a team. And then we'll look to get another place back in the south again. But for now, be frugal on costs, save a lot of money, invest our time and energy into the business more and more. Thanks for watching the vlog. Hope you've enjoyed it. Subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. And we'll see you in Darlo at 8. That a good one?
Yeah, that was amazing.
Can I see it?
No.
All right.